Hello, everyone. This is Bill Goldsmith with Home Partners of America. This is part 2 of a 2-part series on lead conversion through funnel compression. So let's take a look at our funnel just one more time before we jump into the CRM systems. So there's 2 parts of the funnel: the automated funnel compression, which we covered in the first video, and now the active funnel compression, which is you actually engaging the lead and moving them forward, hopefully to application, approval, and closing on the property. For the automated funnel compressions we talked about, it's the combination of the Facebook ads, the lead forms with those 2 questions: when you're looking to move, how much rent are you looking to pay, drip into the 8-month drip campaign into your CRM system, combination of emails, videos, and texts with a high concentration in the first 6 days, meant to engage and educate the consumer on who is Home Partners, what is lease purchase, what are the qualifications for lease purchase, and then who are you as their trusted advisor. At the end of every text, at the end of every email, if they want to learn more, text yes, right? And so those are the 10 that are coming out of the bottom of the automated funnel, right? 500 to 60, now to 10, and now we're ready to go ahead and engage them. So let's go ahead into the CRM system and see how all this works together. So thank you to Sally Liticote for letting us use her KvCore. Sally is an agent in the Phoenix metro area, great agent. If you ever have a lead that you need to, it's going to locate in the Phoenix area, give Sally a call. She will give them the white glove treatment. So first thing we're going to do is log into the KvCore, look at the smart campaigns, and as you can see right here near the top is the BRP lease purchase 2022 new campaign. We can see that it's active. It has 19 touches, combination of email and text, and it's going to be triggered by the HPA BRP campaign source. If we open it, again, we're going to see that heavy concentration of texts and emails coming in that first week, designed to educate them about who is Home Partners, what is lease purchase, and what are the qualifications for lease purchase, and then who are you as their trusted advisor. If they don't engage us in that first week, then we'll go ahead and put them on a monthly drip campaign, keep them engaged, keep them educated, keep them informed, and then hopefully when they come to their next lease cycle, they'll remember who we are and they'll look to engage us back. So next thing we want to do is go up to our leads. So we're going to go to all contacts. So Sally has a lot of different lead generation campaigns going on, but we want to look at those specific HPA BRP leads. So we're going to go to our filters right here. So we came into all contacts, then we're going to go to filters. We open the filters and we're going to scroll down to contact details, okay? So I'll click on contact details, go down to contact source, type in HPA. There's the HPA BRP campaign. Click on that, apply that filter, and now over here to the right, we'll see all of the leads coming into her CRM system, coming from the lead form, right? The Facebook lead form, hit submit, come into the 8-month drip campaign. So a lot of great leads coming in here. At least 2, 3 today or yesterday. 4 the day before, so a lot of great leads coming into our CRM system. Now we want to find those 10, right? So we have the 60 at a $10 a day spend over one month period coming into the CRM. That's all of these. Now we want to find the ones who have replied those 10 of those 60s. So we're going to come back to the filters and we're going to go down to behavior, okay? Click on behavior, and then has responded via text. Yes, right? So we'll apply that filter. Fantastic. So look at all these leads that have responded with the yes, sometimes 2 or 3 in a day. That's incredible. So she's getting a lot of great activity out of her 8-month drip campaign. So let's jump into an avatar that I created. Obviously, we don't want to be sharing any personal information about Sally's leads. So I created an avatar called Henry Johnson. I use my cell phone number. I use my email address so that we can interact with the KvCore system. When I first come in at the very bottom, we can see this campaign started around the 24th of March, actually on the 24th of March at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And here are the answers to those two questions. When are you looking to move? How much rent are you looking to pay? That's going to be in the custom note. So I want to push that note to the top of my campaign so I remember that information. So I hit add note over here, paste it in there, and then go ahead and pin it to the top. So let's go to the top here. And sure enough, there's that information pinned to the top, $1,500 to $1,800 in rent, looking to move in less than 1 month. So let's go back through the campaign again. So a combination of emails that she's been receiving about, who is home partners, what is lease purchase, what are the qualifications for lease purchase, receiving those texts. Remember, at the end of every text, reply yes if you want to learn more. Got a couple more emails to Henry. The Mike and Kim video, I love that video. And then, got one more on the how it works video, right? So that's the one that Henry responded to yes. So started on the 24th, got a couple emails, got a couple texts. Finally, Henry says, wow, this sounds really great. Let me go ahead and say yes, okay? So we go back up to the top, we realize that Henry said he's looking to move in less than 1 month. But we know that's not going to work for home partners. We need at least 2 months, if not 3 months. So we want to send Henry a text. Again, just start off with the letters HPA. And then these are all the texts that are in the drip campaign. But we also have 4 texts here that have the word engaged in it. Those are templates that you can use after the consumer's engaged. So let's go to the first one. Yes, but less than 1 month. Okay. So Henry, great, right? He responded, great. Let me ask you a quick question. Our lease purchase process takes 45 to 60 days from the day your application is approved. Does that time frame work for you? So we send Henry that text. Let's go down. And Henry said, yes, there's the text. I'm on a month-to-month lease, so I can be flexible, but I want to move by June. So that's great news. Henry's engaged, and he's confirmed that he does, in fact, have more flexibility in terms of when he needs to move. But he also says he wants to pay rent between $1,500 and $1,800. Sally's down in Phoenix. I'm up here in Chicago. I tell you, in Chicago, you're going to spend at least $1,800, if not $2,000. So I want to send Henry another text. Go back to our text again, type in HPA, follow down to the second engaged text, yes to the time frame. He's got more than a month, actually up to, all the way to June, but we want to verify that he's got the income. Okay, so Henry, great. To find a nice single family home in a strong community, the rents will start at $1,800 and go up, depending on the home and the community, which will require a minimum household gross income of $60,000 and a FICO of 580. Does that rent and FICO work for you? So we sent Henry that text. He came back and said, yes, but I want to stay below $2,500. Can you make that work? Wow. Now we've got a really great lead, right? We know he's got the time frame. He's on a month-to-month lease, wants to move by June. We've confirmed that He can spend, above $1,800. In fact, he said, I can go up to $2,500. I just don't want to go past $2,500. He also confirmed that, we didn't ask him how much he made. We just said you have at least $60,000. So we created a floor and then the 580 FICO. So this is a great lead. It's time to get Henry on the phone. Let's move forward with him. So we'll send him one more text. Again, type in HPA. Scroll down to the third one. Yes, let's set up a phone call. Henry, that is great. Let's get started finding that perfect home. Let's schedule a 20-minute phone call so I can answer all the questions you might have, and we can begin to talk about your dream home. When would be the best time for us to have a call? Go back to Henry, and he said, how about 7 o'clock tonight? Fantastic. So now we want to get Henry on the phone. But I want to show you one more thing before we jump off of this. So Henry's engaged us now, right? He's been texting us. We've been confirming a lot of information with him. So we don't want to keep on sending him that drip campaign, right? That could come across as a little unprofessional. So before I leave, I want to go down here to my active campaigns, and I want to go ahead and pause it. Right, so I'll hit it again, and I want to pause it. So that way, he's not going to be getting any more emails from us. He's not going to get any more text from us from the campaign, from the drip campaign. Now, if he ends up disappearing on us, we can always restart the campaign and put him back on it. Right now, we want to pause it. So let's jump over to our PowerPoint. And so now what we want to do is get Henry on the phone. He's expecting us to call him at 7 o'clock tonight. And so I want to get my head in the right space to have this conversation with him. What do I want to accomplish with this call with Henry? Now, in your flip book, slides 8 through 9, we give you the slides we're about to go over. So the first thing, my overarching goal for this phone call is to see, is Home Partners a good fit for Henry and his family? His wife's name is Mary, right? Is it a good fit? Question number one, does Henry want to live in a Home Partners approved community? Obviously critical. So I want to make sure I don't leave that phone call without getting that information. I want to confirm when they're looking to move. We know we need at least 2 months. Henry said he's on a month-to-month. He's got flexibility, wants to move by June, right? So that's great news. Now I want to dive in a little bit deeper, right? In that text that I sent him, I confirmed that he had the $60,000 income, household gross income, that 580 FICO, but I want a little bit more information because he said he can go to $2,500, but I want to grab out what that household gross income is so I can see where he's probably going to get approved. I am not underwriting Henry. I am not going to tell him what he's going to be approved for because I don't know what he's going to be approved for. That's between him and Home Partners. I'm just trying to get a feel for where I think his approval might be. And then, of course, the confirmation of that FICO score. If I'm a little bit nervous, I might tell him to go to myfico.com and go ahead and grab the TransUnion Classic 8 FICO score. So now we're ready to get Henry on the phone. So here's our script. So of course, we're going to introduce ourselves at the beginning, find out how he's doing. But what I really want to dive into initially is how has his home search been going so far? And I'm probably going to be hearing a lot of pain, right? He's a renter. They're out looking for houses, not many houses to look at. Prices are high. Conditions aren't very good. They're not where they want to actually be at. So I want to hear that. So as I talk about Home Partners, I'm really speaking to those pain points. Once we've done that, then we want to dive in and we want to credential 2 things. The first thing we want to do is credential Home Partners. He doesn't know who Home Partners is. He saw a couple videos, but I want to underscore the credibility of Home Partners. And then I want to underscore me as his trusted advisor, right? So I want to credential those 2 things. So Home Partners has been active for 6 years. They have purchased over 25,000 houses in 70 metro markets. You might have heard Henry, you might have heard Mary. They were purchased by Blackstone for $6 billion, in 2021. And then I want to switch over to me. I am a certified Home Partners agent. I am the best of the best. I've been doing this for a long time. I put a lot of families into houses, and I want to provide you with that same high level of service. So now that I've credentialed Home Partners, now that I've credentialed me, or my team, right? If I'm working with a team, you're going to be working with the best agents available in the metro market. Now I want to reiterate the proposition, right? So we're going to go out shopping for houses that are available for sale. You're going to pick out the house. Home Partners is going to seek to buy that house. If they're successful, you will move in and you can rent for them for 1 year, up to 5 years in most metro markets, or you can buy the house from them anytime during that 5-year period. But importantly, with no penalty if you decide for whatever reason not to buy that house. Does that sound interesting to you? Heck yeah, that sounds interesting to me, right? I already talked about how frustrated we were about trying to find a rental house in the communities that we want to be in. This sounds terrific. It almost sounds too good to be true. Well, Henry, well, Mary, it is true. As I shared with you before, I've put a lot of families in houses. Home Partners has bought over 25,000 houses. Let's make that work for you. So the first step is to go ahead and apply. It's one low application fee for the entire household. You'll need proof of income, and the approval should come in a couple of days. Are we ready to move forward? Yes, I'm ready to move forward. Well, great. Let me ask you a couple more questions to see if Home Partners really is a good fit. So I have 5 questions here that I want to go through, or at least make sure I have the answers to them, right? So question number 1, how much rent are they looking for compared to the type of house that they're looking for, right? So he said they're willing to spend up to $2,500 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house with a 2-car garage. They're not that concerned about the backyard or basement. They can be flexible around that, but they want those 3-bedroom, 2 baths, 2-car garage. What communities do you want to be in? They want to be in the Plainfield area. Again, this is in Chicago. Plainfield is in the southwest suburbs, but they're willing to go as far north as Montgomery, which is up near Aurora, and the far west suburbs. Okay, those are all approved Home Partners communities, so that's great. When are they looking to move? We already found out they're flexible. They're on a month-to-month, but they want to move by June. So I've already had that answer. And then I want to dive into, as I said before, into their household gross income. I'm not underwriting them, right? But I want to see, from an estimated point of view, how much their household gross income is, so we can calculate what we think the rent approval will be. I'm not going to share this rent approval number with him because that's between him and Home Partners. I don't want to set one expectation only to find out that they had a lot of back-end debt or something else that was keeping for that full approval, okay? But I found out from Henry, his gross income is about $50,000. Mary's is about $55,000. So that's $105,000 of household gross income. You multiply that by 0.35, divide it by 12, and it looks like they might be approved for around $3,000. Again, I'm not sharing that number with him, but remember he said he wanted, he's willing to go up to 2,500. It looks like he might even get approved for a little bit more. And so that gives us a good sense of what houses we should be looking at. We confirmed the FICO. His is at 620, Mary's is at 660. We are in great shape. So this is great. In order to find a home, close on it, and get ready for you to move in, we need to get you approved as soon as possible, particularly if you want to be in that house by June. I will send you an invitation. So I'll log in to my agent portal, go down to the invite, send Henry an invite to register and apply with Home Partners. And as I talked through Henry and Mary about their income, I also got a pretty good feel of what kind of income verification documents they're going to need. Are they W-2? Are they 1099, right? Is there any other sources of income that we need to be aware of? So I want to make sure that when they go to apply, they're going to have the documents they need, get approved quickly, and move forward. Once you're approved, I can set up some showings. I will actually send you a search for the communities and the rent level that works for you. So that's it. I mean, hopefully, we've closed the deal. Henry's ready to move forward. Mary's ready to move forward. They're really excited about it. And I want to show you one more technique that I like to use a lot. when I was an agent back in 2021. And I think you'll like this. It's proven to be very successful for me, because what I'm trying to do with Henry and Mary is create a sense of urgency, right? I'm going to do everything in my power to help them get into a great home and a great community. What do I need them to do? I need them to apply, get approved, so we can start, finding that dream home. So let me add a little bit more to that. So I'm going to go in here to Chicago. There it is. That's where I live. The map comes up. Henry and Mary said they're looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. Great. Great. He said he didn't want to pay more than $2,500. I think he might get approved for a little bit more than that. So I'm going to put a max income, a rent of $2,750 in. Make sure I'm very clear with him that I'm doing that. Said they wanted to be down here in the Plainfield area. Great. But, willing to go as far as Oswego or Montgomery. One thing you'll probably have noticed is we've been changing the filters, the 3-bedroom, 2-bath, the maximum rent, $2,750, and zoning in on the map, longitude and latitude. The URL has been changing with it. So that's great, because what I can now do is grab this URL, copy it, send it to Henry and Mary in an email, have them click on it, and basically my pitch would go like this. Hey, I'm going to send you a link to the Home Partners website based on what you told me you were looking for in a house. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths in the Plainfield area. As far north as Montgomery. I'm going to put in a $2,750 rent, just so that you have more houses to look at, and if that works for you. So look at all this great stuff, right? Here's a house in Plainfield, 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, under his $2,500 number, 2,200 square feet, great opportunity. Here's another one in Plainfield, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, a little bit above his number, but below that $2,750, obviously. Another one in Montgomery, again, that sort of farther north area, 4 bedroom, 2.5 baths, almost 2,300 square feet. So there's a lot of great opportunities for them. So what I want you to do, Henry and Mary, I want you to pick out 1 or 2 or 3 of these houses. Today's Tuesday. Send me the addresses. I'll go into showing time. I'll go ahead and set up showings for them on Saturday, so we can go out there and see which of these houses you guys might want to really like. You would really like. But again, what I need you to do between now and then is go ahead and apply and get approved. And I'll tell you why. The market is very tight right now. So when we go out there on Saturday and you find your dream house, this is the one I want. Maybe it's the one, on Hazelwood Drive. We're going to have to put an offer in right away. It's a very tight market. It's a very hot market. We're going to have to put in an offer. We're not going to have time to go back and have you apply and then put in an offer. So that's just one more technique that you can use to help increase the sense of urgency, make sure they apply, get approved, take them out, find the house, go ahead and submit that house to Home Partners to buy, and then close and get paid my commission, and put Mary and in a really great house to live in. So I hope that was helpful. I had a lot of fun teaching this class. I hope it was helpful for you. Let's go ahead and close this out. So you guys have a great day. I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye-bye.